Deep within a sun-dappled forest lived a herd of deer. They were a gentle kind. The deer spent their days grazing in the meadows. They played by the sparkling river. Life was good. Life was peaceful. The deer had lived this way for many seasons. They knew no fear. Danger seemed far away. The oldest deer told stories of a time before. They spoke of creatures with sharp teeth and hungry eyes, but those were just stories, weren't they? The young fawns frolicked without a care. They chased butterflies through the tall grass. They never thought about danger. Their mothers would keep them safe. The sun dipped low in the sky. It was time to return to the safety of the trees. The deer drifted back to their grove. They were content. They were unaware of the shadows that watched them. The shadows were growing longer. And within those shadows, hunger stirred. Across the river in the heart of the dark woods lived a pack of wolves. They were strong and cunning, but the wolves were hungry. Winter had been long, prey was scarce, the wolves had been watching the deer. Their leader, a large wolf with silver fur, growled. "We must eat," he snarled. "The deer are plentiful. We will take what we need." The other wolves howled in agreement. They were hungry, they were tired, they were ready for a fight. The silver wolf watched the deer. He saw their carefree ways, he saw their lack of fear. A plan began to form in his mind. He would use their innocence against them. He would strike when they least expected it. The sun began to set. The forest grew darker. The wolves prepared for battle. They sharpened their claws on the rocks. They practiced their hunting calls. Tonight they would feast. The next morning the deer awoke to a terrifying sound. The howls of wolves echoed through the trees. Panic surged through the herd. They had never faced such a threat before. The fawns trembled with fear. The silver wolf led his pack across the river. They charged into the meadow, teeth bared. The deer scattered in terror. They had never known such fear. The peaceful meadow became a battleground. The wolves were relentless. They snapped and snarled. The deer fought back with their hooves and antlers. But they were outnumbered. They were outmatched. The ground was stained with blood. The air was thick with the smell of fear. The battle raged throughout the day. The deer grew weary. Their hope began to fade. The silver wolf circled the herd. He could smell their fear. He knew victory was close. But then, something unexpected happened. A young fawn, separated from its mother, stood trembling in the path of the silver wolf. The wolf lunged, ready for the kill, but the fawn did not run. It looked up at the wolf with wide, innocent eyes. Something in the wolf's heart softened. He had never seen such bravery, such innocence. He hesitated, and in that moment of hesitation, the deer saw their chance. They charged, driving the wolves back across the river. The silver wolf, wounded but alive, retreated with his pack. The battle was over. The deer had won. But the victory rang hollow. They had seen too much death. They had felt too much fear. The silver wolf returned to his den, defeated but changed. He realized that the cost of war was too high. He called for a truce. The deer, weary of bloodshed, agreed. They made a treaty. They would share the forest. They would live in peace. And so it was. The wolves and the deer learned a valuable lesson that day. Violence only breeds more violence. True strength lies in peace. Support our channel Nature There 68 for more amazing content.